I think that one of the big mysteries in the Star Wars sequel trilogy has all to do with Rey's parents, and specifically Rey's father. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, with writer and director J.J. Abrams getting closer to the very end of filming for Episode 9, we are in the final weeks of principal photography of this movie. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art, and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with one of the set designs that has all to do with the moment between Rey and a revelation involving Rey's father. Now, specifically, it's said that Daisy Ridley is set to film a sequence over in Cardington for one of the revelations by director J.J. Abrams. It's said that the sequence will have to do with the reveal of who Rey's father really is, and that will have saga-wide implications and change fans' views of the Skywalker saga and how the Force works. It's said that the set design is described as a large temple where Mark Hamill will also have a scene with Daisy Ridley. It's said that parts of Rey's parentage were retconned in some of the script rewrites and adjustments, and a big chunk of it had to do with Rey's father and who he is connected to in the story. So I really want to go over a couple of parts about this that are really getting me very excited about the final installment of this current trilogy. Now, a lot of people have been very curious about Rey's parents, specifically Rey's father, and we do know that Daisy Ridley in the past has actually stated that she doesn't really believe that Rey's parents are all that important, and that's because Rian Johnson was going with the flow with The Last Jedi in introducing Rey's parents as nobodies and making her a random character in Episode 8. So now going into Episode 9 with all the script adjustments and the rewrites in place for the third act of the film, J.J. Abrams is actually making Rey's father a prominent part of the overall story of Episode 9, and this is where things get very intriguing, where I'm a little mind-boggled and just mystified right now when it comes to Rey's father and the revelation behind it all, is that it's said to change fans' perception on the Skywalker saga and how the Force works. So this is raising tons of questions, and a lot of people are starting to wonder, could it have something to do that maybe Rey's father is the one who created Rey through another random individual, like a female character, kind of similar to how we assume Palpatine is the one that initiated Anakin's birth through Shmi Skywalker in one of the comics. You know, it's indirectly told. It's not 100% confirmed, but it could be something similar to that. Now, with Rey's father being a prominent part of one of the revelations in the third act of this movie, this really does speak volumes, in my opinion. It tells us that with all the rewrites and adjustments in place for the third act of Episode 9, and Rey's father specifically being a big part of all of this, a lot of people are starting to wonder, is she a Skywalker? Is she a descendant of the Kenobis? Or maybe is she even connected to the Palpatine family, perhaps? You know, there's a lot of people wondering on whether or not Rey is actually even connected to one of the known characters in the Star Wars universe. Now, the fact that this major revelation that has to do with Rey's father is also going to change our view on how the Force works, this is honestly leading a lot of people to believe that it could very well be that maybe, like I said, Rey's father is the actual person who initiated Rey to actually be created through another character, a female character specifically. That's a possibility for sure. Now, if we look at Episode 9 as a whole, we do know that there's going to be a lot of twists and earth-shaking moments in the movie, as Richard E. Grant has said before in the past. So, with that whole entire concept in place, it really does raise a lot of questions on exactly what J.J. Abrams is going to do to end the Skywalker saga and to end the sequel trilogy, and will it actually be satisfying to a majority of Star Wars fans around the world? I think that there's a lot of risks here that are being made by Disney and Lucasfilm. We can see that they are really playing things very safe right now. They're not telling us anything, you know, about the teaser trailer and exactly when it's going to drop. A lot of people, you know, there were a lot of hints yesterday about a title reveal, still nothing on that. And there's a lot of mystery behind this movie, and it seems as though that Disney's holding back as much as possible, withdrawing any information in order to boost up the anticipation for this movie. So with that being said, guys, what do you think about this revelation involving Rey's father, and how it's going to change our views on the Skywalker saga, and how the Force works? This is where things get very interesting for sure. And to be honest, I think that J.J. Abrams is really going to deliver with this movie in comparison to The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi promised a lot of shocking moments and twists and turns that would really actually be something completely unexpected. Now, in this movie, I think that JJ is really gonna pretty much nail it. I don't know why, I just got that gut feeling that he's gonna be able to make Episode 9 the new Revenge of the Sith, if you will. And what I mean by that is that this movie is going to actually be the one Star Wars movie that stands out and is going to be considered the best one of the sequel trilogy itself. That's exactly what I believe, and that's what my gut feeling is telling me right now. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.